Hi guys, welcome back to Vishay and Nidhi review stuff. And guess who we have? A returning champion, Sreya Rakshit. Woohoo!
On
Sreya,
popular demand, Shreyas,
popular demand.
all our fans, all our subscribers have written emails, mails, postcards, telegrams, kabutar bhi bheje.
I would.
lao, lao, Shreya ko वापस lao.
Shreya is really Shreya. Your episode did so well. You please
This
Yeah.
bring
wasn't
it.
the one with where you guys discussed Michael, the film with
Hmm.
Yeah.
Taru, and also the one with the kids. I really liked Sheep Detective. I saw it after your review,
Huh.
of course, because it's
Yeah.
come recently on OTT.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
That
I
film
think
It
is,
was a nice, sweet movie.
no,
yeah.
also the data is quite clear, Vishay. Like Vishay and Nidhi are not attracting that much audience. Every time we get an external guest,
Why, Nidhi,
we
we
do
got
much
so many
better.
views, comments for that bar show?
Not for the show, that was for the reel, where I just expressed
But on
my
Instagram, you
Mm.
guys
that
became
too
Oh,
viral.
Instagram.
understand. Ah.
Got so much to learn in this whole field of YouTubing, Instagramming, how to convert it into views and
The
eventually
social world.
social world. And guys, if you have any tips, how can we build a media empire? Because we're all sitting here with so much talent, so much to give. We just need the right marketing platform. But
And
yeah,
don't bother telling Vishay because he's like the Bada Sahib. He's not going to do anything. Tell us opinions.
yes.
We will
See,
flop.
no, no. I'll tell you. See, everyone has a different motive to be here, right? For me, I'm saving on a psychiatrist. Because when you come and vent, you feel so nice. You say whatever's there in your mind out.
That's true.
Yeah.
I know. And
This is
this is
therapy.
So I'm very happy with the outcome of this show.
good.
That's true. I love that
Yes.
you guys are so consistent about it.
Yeah.
Given that
I can
consistency is something that
consistently
doesn't come
vent, Shreya. I can vent 24 hours a day. I can judge people left, right, and center any time of the day or night.
don't feel.
Yeah, exactly. Uh,
But you know,
and
Vishay,
it's
what
so
I told
de-stressing.
you, universe said to be positive. If you keep being negative, it will give you more negative. I've
No, but
explained.
I'm not being negative.
Or
I'm
your
just cursing
venting is
people. That's not negative. No, no. I'm not being negative about my life.
also your life
I'm just
good,
making fun of
you good,
others.
everyone else
Yeah,
subpar.
bad.
Okay, got it, got
हमारा खून खून बाकी सबका पानी.
Funny.
it. Okay, on that very good note, I think we should get into discussing what we were supposed to discuss today. We are doing a real blast from the past.
Mm.
Um, it's a show, it's a sitcom that was playing in the 90s, and I think it used to come on one of our Star World Z Plus. What was it called? I forget. ZTV or something. And
Yeah.
it is called The Nanny. And the other day, Sreya and I were chatting, and how she and I have rediscovered it at different points of our time and what we thought about it. So we felt like that show deserved an episode of its own, and that's why we have Sreya. Vishay, before Sreya and I really get into it, what is your relationship with the nanny? The nanny, the show,
I would
not.
like to point out, yeah,
Yes,
that the word nanny comes from the Hindi word nani. Number one.
that
Number
doesn't
two,
sound right. How? Nani means grandmom. So
yeah,
all grandmothers are nannies.
traditionally in India they were
That too maternal, huh? Look at
yeah,
how.
maternal. Yeah.
I'm. Vishay, do continue. Dadi
But
nahi nani.
it is, yeah, I mean, before
Dadi,
joint families,
Dadi is
nani,
daddy.
yeah.
Huh?
And
Daddy
if you
is the
know,
daddy.
traditionally the woman would go to her
Nani
mom's
hal.
place,
Yeah.
Nanihal, for delivery until I think about 3 or 4 months post delivery. So you can do your research, Nidhi. I have done mine
On what did you
at
research?
You
Vishapedia.
only added a
Vishapedia.
page on Wikipedia and written
Ah,
all this.
I
Vishay.
started in.
okay. Chalo, bhai. We started the show only on a
uh,
complete fake news note. So
uh,
wonderful.
it's
Okay.
not fake. Check it.
Thank you,
No, it's
Vishay.
you. I
These
don't
are
have
the
much to
kind of
say.
inputs that we
Nugget.
have. Yeah. Ha-
I've seen episodes. I wasn't a fan then, nor am I a fan now.
Hmm.
I just seen a few episodes because there's only so much you can. There's only like 5 to 6 minutes of her voice that you can actually take. That high pitched. I can't. So with that, I leave it to two of you all
Okay.
to dive deep
You are kindly आप
into.
mute पे जाए. Okay. Yes, Rhea, you tell.
I mean, true to
Nanny.
form, Vishay has started with a rant about the nanny.
Yeah.
But listen, for me, I think it's a lovely nostalgic watch, right? And I came to the show now because mostly on days I'm just too tired to search for a show or a film to watch. And Nanny popped up, and I was like, oh my God, this is such a blast from the past, and let me watch it. And watching it earlier when I was in my late teens, I loved the shoulder pads, the fashion, Maxwell Sheffield's exquisite exasperation, the fairy tale architecture of it, working class girl from Flushing washes up at the doorstep of a brooding Broadway producer, and we all know where it was going. And the genius of it was how long they made us wait for it. This was, of course, much before How I Met Your Mother, where that show would
Mhm.
never end. And watching it now, I'm struck by how much more was going on. Like, right? Like Drescher and Peter Mark Jacobson, they really built something rather radical for
Yeah.
the 90s. A sitcom heroine who was loud, Jewish, sexual, working class, and yet never once the punchline of her own show.
Mm.
Uh, Fan Fine wanted the fine things in life openly and loudly, right? She wanted love, money, Mr. Sheffield, and a good sale. And this series let her be ridiculous without ever making her seem pathetic, which is harder and rarer than it should be. Then in the 90s and
Yeah.
also now.
No, my God,
बड़ी
so
डीप
well.
एनालिसिस की भाई आपने.
I've told you to go on mute. No, sir, really, you articulated it so well. Like,
Yeah.
you really got the crux of why the show works. I mean, there are so many sitcoms. So, by the way, I also
Yeah.
love the show. I actually rediscovered it in the pandemic. And so now I think it's on some Sony Classic or some sub channel of Prime
One
Hotstar.
of the
Video.
prime, yeah.
Not Hotstar. It's on Prime. Within that, you take. But
Correct.
back then, I don't know how I came across it, and then I had to find ways to find it. And I found it like some Daily Motion, some like grainy
Mm,
videos were uploaded, and I just enjoyed it so much. And I think you've nailed it on so many aspects. First of all, not showing a generic white person. She is white, but she has other nuances to her being, Jewish and working class and all of that. Is always so much more interesting than your usual, like, let's say, a Mad
Hmm.
Men setting, which has its,
yeah.
I mean, it can't be humorous
Own
like that.
charm,
Yeah.
yeah.
And but I think you're right. She is making fun. You can make fun of yourself. She's making the joke. So
Hmm.
when you make the joke on yourself, you've got the power back. And I
Correct.
think that's such a wonderful lesson to learn for any content, right? Like a writer, script writer,
Creator,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah. Don't shy away. She does. Her voice was exaggerated for the show, but her
Hmm.
original voice is quite unusual. Uh it's husky nasal, like it's sort of a mix of both. And but she really amped it up because she's like, before someone points out that this woman's voice is insufferable, let me just make that part of the whole persona. And they're constantly
Correct.
making digs. And absolutely right. Every sub cast member, by sub I mean like there's of course the main Mr. Sheffield and her, but even all the other supporting actors.
Nice. Yeah.
Niles is so funny, so well drawn out. His
Yeah.
one-liners can only be delivered by him, right?
He's so
Fran Fine will
diet
not
sharp.
deliver that. That's not her
Yeah.
humor. And I really love it when on a show every character has their own style of talking. Not like a generic script that the dialogues could be interchanged between characters. Her mother and grandmother, I could like watch a show only on them.
Correct.
They
The icon.
icons. And you remember the every time she goes back home to Flushing,
Yeah.
mom, the house, right? It's a classic middle class house. Again, they're not hiding anything. This is how they are,
The
constantly
plastic
eating
casing
plastic.
on the floor.
And the father has an array of wigs. The mother, whatever
You
is,
only see the wigs, right? You never
we've
see
never
him.
seen the father. Yeah.
Yeah.
So while the mother and daughter are chatting about love life or some sale or something, they're sitting and combing his wigs because that's part of their daily routine to maintain his wigs. Just lovely, lovely, lovely. And I think the more granular you get into anything, the more details you put in, the richer
Correct.
it is. You don't have to be a Jewish person or have a person who wears wigs at home to be able to get that humor and really enjoy it. So yeah,
100%.
so agree. Yes, Vishay, you've been trying to say something.
No, no, I just coughed.
Oh, you just go. By the way, I have one read in
Honor of
dedication. Yeah,
Nanny.
because it is a very actually that opening segment is like very iconic now, right? Like it's sort of every opening track. I mean, it gives you the whole background of how she came from Flushing Queen. Her boyfriend dumped her. She came, she
Yeah.
got the job. That's how she
But I have
became
a
the
question.
nanny.
I have a
And
question. Would you have enjoyed it as much if this was the first time you saw it? Because there's an aspect of nostalgia, and that's why you probably are enjoying it more as
No,
compared to
that will
having
no, I
be.
seen
would
it the
have.
first time. Like if you've not seen the show before, this is the first time you're seeing it. Would you have enjoyed it
I
now?
love it.
Yeah,
Really?
same. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I don't remember it from there in like details.
Exactly.
It's not like Friends, which I know the dialogues
Yeah.
Mm.
of. That I can say when I watch it now again, like, am I laughing because I know what's coming? And a lot of people of this generation find Friends a little cringy, apparently. I don't know, whatever. That's a whole different
I
conversation.
found
But
it then also cringy when it was, anyways.
you've always
Wasn't
had
a fan
I'm
of
the
Friends.
original trendsetter. You can see into the future.
Yes.
You know this is not going to age well.
No,
But
because
listen,
there are shows like that. The other day, I saw an episode of Home Improvement, which I used to enjoy when it came back in the day.
Hmm.
But this time I found it like very kiddish. I mean, I just
oh, I
didn't
haven't
like it at
rewatched
all.
it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
even I haven't rewatched.
Mm.
But I did rewatch I Dream of Jeannie, and I used to
Hmm.
Uh,
love that
Oh,
show
that's a
then.
really old show. I think that's like 70s?
50s, 60s, 70s.
I have no
Huh.
idea.
Anyway,
I
It's
mean,
I'll
but we
check.
probably saw it for the first time in
when I
Yeah,
was a
late
only
80s, 90s,
after
2. Yeah.
liberalization. Okay, yeah.
90s. Yeah.
Hmm.
But I tried rewatching it now, and I watched like 2, 3 episodes, and I was like, God, how did I ever enjoy this? So, but that
Mm.
didn't happen to me when I came back to the nanny.
1965, sorry, carry on. It didn't happen to you. Hmm.
So then that answers the question. So yeah. So
But
it's
what
not
Even
did
just
you like
nostalgia, it's
about,
watched
actually
it
a
all
show
over
that you
again.
like.
Yeah.
sort
Yeah.
of
Like
what
I
put you
remembered
off about Genie this time?
the sexist jokes, the
Hmm.
characters, the men are so obviously better than the women.
Oh, really? I
You know,
haven't seen it at all, but I remember it. I know the
yeah.
premise.
Uh,
Huh. No, so one
And it
thing
just
is, sorry, I'll just let you talk, but the costume itself, it is completely
exactly
catering to straight
that
men's.
male fantasy.
Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
And so all of
Nothing
that
much has changed.
true. But
Uh,
same thing, you could say that there are some jokes in the nanny that are sexist, right? Like even if you watch it now.
Hmm, hmm,
But the way it's being handled, they are making a point that it is sexist, but they're
hmm,
doing it with humor. So there is that level of
okay.
self-confidence there.
See, for example, the show Mind Your Language, which in
Hmm.
today's date would be completely politically
No, it
incorrect.
is. It's very,
Yeah,
very problematic, actually, that show.
But
that's
actually, if you
true.
see it, it's not so problematic. I mean, it's the stereotyping is never derogatory. It's fun, and you laugh and you enjoy.
But that was because that was 80s, 90s
But
humor,
actually,
where
the
you
racism
punch
then,
down.
Hmm. Also, I
no,
think,
but
Vishay, in that,
the
sorry, is where what your point was that the nostalgia has added a sheen to it that we're willing to overlook.
Yeah.
Because even the way they show Indians, and
yeah.
it's really
That's
quite
so
sad. And like the French girl
Why?
has to
There's
be like
only
a
one
tart,
Sardar.
and the German girl has to be this strict, like
Yeah.
agricultural worker type. I mean, it's really, really,
It's
yeah,
so that accent that they always show of Indians, and that is only I find very off-putting. I still find it strange even then, because
yeah,
at least the Indians I knew didn't speak like that. And
yeah.
now it's like even more jarring. Like, that's that colonial thing that you're never willing to let go of.
No, and the Indian accent is so
Yeah,
varied. Your
exactly.
accent, you live in a certain part of the country, I live in a different part. We get, obviously, it's affected by where we are, who we hang with. It
Yeah,
changes oftentimes as you're talking to different people, you know.
correct. And
So
there's a
who's to even
regional
say?
nuances also in our accent,
Yes,
right?
exactly. You're right about the accent. But I
Hmm.
Depending for
think
sure,
my
right?
logic is, uh, I think Indians are just so happy to see themselves on a show in my India language. Otherwise, where would we be on a British sitcom?
Correct.
And I think that's where this whole
Hmm.
thing of representation, right? Like you just seeing yourself makes you happy, and like that's enough.
Mm.
And yeah,
But it's not only punching down. I mean, they make fun of every stereotype, whether it's the Italian or the French girl or that Swedish, yeah, like the dumb
Mm.
blonde. Mm.
I think I feel. I mean, I don't know the producers or the writers at all, but it feels like there was no maliciousness in
There
the
wasn't.
when they started out with the show. Like that,
That's true.
the humor then was this. Even in India, we used to
Correct.
make jokes ki wo China se aaya and
Mm.
but it doesn't come from a place of making you feel bad. It's just that was the humor in those days.
At
And
the
I
time,
think,
yeah.
yeah, so, but
Mm.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. We've got the kids to see my India language. I think they were laughing uproariously. Maybe
It
they
is
was,
funny, there's no denying
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. And the setting is nice. So
I
as you
don't know why
speak,
people always denying stereotypes. There are stereotypes here, and then that's it. You just live with it. It's okay.
spoken like an Indian living in India, privileged life. But I mean, I don't know. I've heard of Indians who grew up in the US in the 80s, and there's this guy, I think he's written a book called The Appu Problem. Appu is this character on The Simpsons,
Mm.
and
Okay.
how when his classmates in suburban New Jersey or wherever, the only Indian they'd ever seen was this Appu. So he was
Mm.
constantly ragged in school by his, white and whatever non-Indian classmates, and it's exhausting, I think. And as a child, you don't have the wisdom to say, oh, they don't know what they're doing, or it's not
Well,
coming
the
from
thing
a
is,
bad place.
you have to be smart enough. I mean, if they're making fun of you and calling you Apu, you call them Beavis and Butthead because that's our exposure of white men in comparison.
But
Have you all
it's
seen
not
Beavis and
equal
Butthead?
now,
It's not
Have
equal.
you
Vishay.
You're
seen
one
Beavis and
It's not
guy.
Butthead?
equal.
You're
You're
one
one
Indian.
kid. Yeah, you're one kid. I mean,
Yes, that's why people like to
ragging in school and college
communal.
is
Yeah,
very different. Yeah.
it's not about being one Indian. You're always the one odd out. I mean, it
But
happens.
that's also the
You think
thing.
ragging doesn't happen in Indian schools?
It
You
does.
send a
We're not
Tamilian
saying
to
it
Punjab
doesn't.
or a
But we see
Kashmiri to
mass culture
Chennai.
has that effect on people as well,
It
right?
does. It does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
So
anyway.
that's the
it
only
does.
thing.
Yeah, and we say you've
We
not,
digress.
neither have I lived there. We don't know the reality. I'm just saying, not seeing someone of
Mm.
your type well represented is a thing, right? We've always been represented on Indian
Hmm.
television. So, uh, anyway, you're
Like
right.
I remember in college, like we had this exchange to program with some American college or whatever, and these kids had come down, and all of them were constantly telling us, "Oh, you guys speak such great English." And after a point in time, it was a little bit offensive. Like we've spoken English all our lives, right? I don't need it to be validated by some white skinned person telling me that, "Oh, you speak great English."
But you
And
should
then of
tell them.
course
But why didn't you tell sales? You should for such people. You should
I
say, "Yeah,
said,
I learned
I
because
was
you
like,
were
firstly,
coming."
you're not speaking English, you're speaking American. Like, you don't even know
Yeah.
the grammar,
No.
etc.
Plus, I'm telling you, such people. My answer is, "Oh, I did it specially for you. I just learned it last week." And that's how intelligent I am, you
Yeah.
doofus.
No, but it is annoying because it's coming from a stereotype of like these natives and the whole like, oh, you have
Correct.
cars and oh, you don't ride an elephant to school.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people just don't know history outside their own country. Like they don't know India was colonized by Britain.
No, no. The problem is you want India to be represented by the
No, no,
privileged
no.
few.
And I'll tell
Yes.
you why.
Why
In
do
my
why do we
workplace,
cringe looking at Indians when we travel?
okay, one second. You have now opened like many
Correct, correct.
different trajectories, and Indians traveling abroad can be a whole 1 hour episode. We will park
That's
it for now. I in
Or
my
even Indians living abroad.
May I speak, Vishay?
But should we
Yes.
come back to the
Yes.
topic?
Yeah,
Oh
actually, let's come back
yes.
to the very
Come
good.
back.
So, talking of,
Yeah.
yeah, we started with Nanny, love it, love it, love it. Vishay has not seen, so doesn't count. But talking of shows that have rewatched and have either landed or not landed well on me now, I used to watch again. I think Star World used to show the show called Just Shoot Me. It was like a workplace sitcom. It's on this Sony Classic, whatever. It's set in a magazine office, and I used to find it so funny then. I couldn't watch it. It is so sexist. And it's set in the 90s. I think it's in the time of Friends and such like. And we had someone scurrying behind us. Anyway, um, it's just there's two types of people. There's horny men and there's uptight women in that show. And it's constantly men are trying to get some and women are trying to be like, oh, I want to be known for my brains and whatever, whatever. So I think I don't know how that show had several seasons and obviously it was successful. They were renewed, but just could not rewatch it. So something from that era that didn't land for me exactly like Genie is this. But there's a show that I have rewatched. It's not yet available on any of the streaming. I would pay good money to watch it again because I still think it's
Bold and
just
beautiful.
I have bald and beautiful in my house.
We
I
know
should,
what you would pay good
yes.
money for, clearly.
No, I didn't watch it then. I won't watch it now. I actually didn't watch much TV in school. Mm.
I wasn't allowed to watch The Bold and the Beautiful.
Yeah.
Sorry, but let's go back to
Mm.
Nidhi was making a
What show were
point.
you saying, Nidhi?
I just really want to throttle you. Okay. Uh, so I built it up, I had a whole sentence going
Yeah.
on. The Golden
Uh,
Girls. The Golden Girls is a beautiful evergreen show. Beautiful, sharp, witty writing, amazing actresses. If you guys can get your hands on it, please watch it. And one of your Ambani ji, Adani ji, जो भी हमारे करता धरता, if you could bring it to one of the channels that
if
you
you want
own.
to talk about evergreen shows, you should talk about Yes Minister.
Hmm.
It's crazy how the issues that they're discussing, what that show is at least about 30, 40 years old, is
Hmm.
exactly the same.
Don't act too
Nothing has
intellectual,
changed.
like you have watched, oh yes, Minister. We all know what rubbish you watch. When did you
I
watch
never
it?
denied that I watch rubbish.
Huh.
But I'm just saying, you catch a few episodes of Yes Minister even now. And this show was made 40 years back. Of course, I didn't see it when it was made 40 years back. But, anyways,
I
that's
only catch
evergreen.
snippets on Insta. They are very funny. When they're trying to
Yeah,
solve Middle East problems in like some 30 seconds. Yeah.
but
Go
one
ahead,
show
Sreya.
that I would like to rewatch, and I think it'll still be as fun, is Dekh Bhai Dekh. And it is there, I think, on YouTube, but it's such a bad
Really?
print that I can't, like, I
I
tried
don't
watching.
remember Dekh by Dekh.
Yeah.
Oh
Vishay
my God, that
had
was a
Farida
classic.
Jalal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kulbhushan
I never saw it.
Khananda was the
Oh, you
grandpa.
haven't watched it? Oh my God, it's such a
It
treat.
was a
It's
very
lovely.
nice show.
It's just
I
an
remember
average
watching
middle
one
class
Badle
family.
Ki Dunya. I remember
Ah,
Ye Jo Hai
lovely.
Zindagi.
No, so Dekh by Dekh was the setting was unusual because it was upper middle class, which typically
Correct.
wasn't sort of represented at
Portrayed.
much. Yeah. And
Mm.
it was just this big joint family living together and they all got along and it was very
Shenanigans. Yeah.
sweet, just very
Right.
sweet. Shekhar Suman was the younger son, I think.
Correct.
Yeah,
Really want them to like bring it back on some platform with like a good,
I
what do you
know.
call it? Production value.
They should. They should.
Mm.
They must be having
Yeah.
the original somewhere, no? Just like,
Exactly. How
yeah.
can it be lost? YouTube has a very bad version. उसमें मतलब sound is not clear. It's not tracking
There is
properly.
some streaming platform which I think shows all these old ones. I have to look it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that
I
would be a
hardly
good one.
watch shows. I think mostly watched movies. either Hindi movies. There used to be a drive-in theater in Bangalore. That was our only family entertainment, but it was good fun. And seen all sort of crap because we used to go there. All those VCR video cassettes. So
Yeah.
Chuck Norris, Die Hard series, Rambo. These, these were the movies.
No, but these English
And some
movies
Hindi movies
again.
which like,
Uh,
huh?
Go
Like Sreya
ahead.
was saying, no, some movies we were not allowed to watch.
Correct.
Huh? I'll tell you,
We should not
Silsila
have been
was one.
allowed. This was so bad.
Silsila was
80s.
one.
It was such a bad
What,
Huh.
time.
what were you banned
Right.
from? What movies
No,
were
No,
you
we
I
banned
know
from,
I
Sreya?
wasn't allowed to watch Tezab. I was in Agra in those days, and everybody in my school was talking about it. I was in grade 3.
Tezab.
Yeah,
Tezab
and
was okay.
no,
No, but even I wasn't allowed to watch
it
it.
was
Yeah.
too violent and the
Correct. Huh.
very, yeah.
I mean, I
Oh.
watched it later, but not when it came out. Although in those days, at least in our family, like you had to hire a cassette
VCR.
player,
Yeah,
And
VCR,
then binge
yeah.
yeah,
watch over the
and then
weekend.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly. Like you'd get it on a Saturday,
yeah,
and you had to go and
yeah,
book it
yeah,
in
yeah,
advance
yeah,
because
yeah,
other people have
yeah.
also booked it.
Yeah.
And then no one is moving anywhere,
Yeah,
non-stop, non-stop,
correct.
because you have to recover. You have the VCR for 2 days. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Oh
those
my
red
God.
cassettes to watch. So
Hmm.
fun.
They were really fun.
Really, yeah.
Okay, guys,
It
we've
was
been
good
yapping
fun.
for a really long time, so I think we should start wrapping up. So, any
Nanny, how much out of 10?
I'll give it a 9. You know why? And I think 7 out of those 9 points are for her clothes. I mean,
Yes.
in no universe can a nanny wear such
9
clothes.
on 10.
Exactly.
But I, in fact, follow, and that's my recommendation. I think it's called What Fran Wore. It's a it's an Insta whatever channel
Handle.
handle, and this is her fashion is so amazing that it deserves its own handle, and you should have a history of
It
the
really
clothes
does.
and her fabulous hair.
I
Yes.
would
And you,
also give
Sreya?
it a 9 on 10. I would
9
give it a
on
9 on
10.
10. Yeah.
Oh my
It's fab.
God.
And it's just perfect for a weeknight watch when you don't really want to stress about what to watch. You want to have a nice laugh and not think too
Hmm.
much.
Yeah.
It's fab.
So
And
yeah,
her
I'll
laugh
give
is
your
long,
Her
but
uh,
laugh.
it's fun.
I'll give your review a 9 on 10. It was very
Oh,
nicely
wow.
articulated. I'll have to probably hear it again. आधे तो समझ ही नहीं आया. बीच में something.
Okay.
Uh,
Listen,
anyways.
can I give you a little bit of trivia about Drescher and the producer who was then her husband,
हाँ बोलो बोलो. आपने
Veeramat
रिसर्च की बताओ
Which
बताओ.
I would know, but Vishay won't.
You
Because
know
हाँ.
about
I have done a
this?
deep dive into their lives.
Yeah.
He's gay.
You know, no, I mean, that came out later, but that's not what I was getting into. In
हाँ.
1985, they were the victims of a horrific home invasion by two people, and one of them ransacked the house, and the other one raped her.
Mm.
Drescher and her friend. And it took her, she said, like more than a year to recover from that trauma. Of course, she said that she got some amount of closure because they were actually caught and they were sentenced to, I think, 150 years in prison without parole. But after that, they came up with the nanny, and she's had a really hard life. Like she then got detected by cancer, and even that detection process, I think she went to some like 6 7 doctors who kept saying everything's fine, and then finally the eighth doctor she went to discovered that she has cancer, and
Oh,
like you have to be operated upon right now.
shit, I didn't know her
So
health journey was so tough.
yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
uh,
Don't know about
and
this.
so she's had like a life packed with some really big events.
Mm.
And I think it's
No, and
great
of
the
course
way,
that her husband came out at some point
yes,
and they got divorced, but I think they continue to be like friends
be
and
good
partners.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, it was after this home invasion, and he started therapy to deal with this. And as an outcome of that, he came out with the fact that he was gay. And
Oh,
she was
okay.
actually on the Screen Guild Awards, SAG
She was
dress.
the president.
Yeah, she was the
So I
president. I
think
think
2 years ago when there was a
correct.
strike, she's the one who's
Yeah,
done the whole mediation and worked it out. And
correct.
yeah. So
And she
yeah,
didn't take any
accomplished lady.
compensation during her time.
Oh, she didn't.
Yeah, that was
No,
quite
I like her,
remarkable.
Wow.
man. She's
Yeah,
and she's built this whole thing for herself. She didn't like wait for
correct.
opportunities to come. So good
Yeah.
for Fran and two thumbs up for the
More
nanny.
reasons to love her. Yeah.
And big love for Sreya. Thank you so much for coming. This was so much
All
fun.
the love for you guys. My God, I can't even make a heart.
We're gonna have you back because
गलती से
you know
और कुछ
our
ना बन
views.
जाए.
Okay, guys. See you next week. Bye.